Welcome to Echoes International podcast, with teaching, interviews and stories of what God is doing straight from the mission field and also within the UK. For more podcasts, stories and opportunities to get involved, check out our website at echoesinternational.org.uk and our other social media channels.
Well, now we're going to have a bit of a change of gear, and we're going to have a think of our 150th anniversary, because next year it's our the 150th anniversary of Echoes International, that of course used to be Echoes of Service and also Interlink, that in 2018 merged to form the new charity Echoes International. So we're going to have a short video first, which in which there'll be a virtual me, while I'm also here to navigate the way afterwards. Thank you.
We do want the coming generation to appreciate how to them there is being entrusted a noble work.
Hello, I'm Rupert Abbott, Missions Director with Echoes International. With a team of others, we've been working on resources to celebrate our 150th year, which is next year, 2022. Some of the things we've been working on include developing a coffee table style book with 150 photographs described by about 150 words. We've developed an exhibition with a timeline from 1872 all the way through to 2022. We've commissioned a biography of Ruth Hadley. We're making a film. We are developing a resource pack to be used with young people, with 12 mission stories with accompanying activity and worksheets. We're also partnering with IBCM for an event in which Ian Burness is going to present a paper on the impact of the Brethren movement and their contribution to global mission, which has been very significant. More than 6,200 mission partners sent out to over 130 different countries. For more information, please go to our website, which is www.echoesinternational.org.uk/150, and you can find out more information about our anniversary year there. Thank you.
work of God and a work that will last through eternity.
It was about a year ago that I was asked to head up a planning group for the 150th year. Grateful for David Brown, who was a part of that group, and we spent the first couple of meetings throwing around ideas of what we could do. And one of those was to create this book of 150 photographs with 150 stories about 150 years in mission. It was a real provision of God for a young undergraduate, history undergraduate, who wanted to have a work placement and wanted to use that in a mission setting, that Kezia Cracknell offered to come and research stories for us, and she did a great job, and a lot of those stories you'll find in the book and in the exhibition. And if you received the October magazine, she'd written an article about her experience of looking into all those mission stories and the impact that it had on her. All the resources that we've developed, we wanted to do it in such a way that we would have the physical item, like a book or young people's resources, or do a film that we'll be showing with the exhibition, but also to use all those items in social media with posts that'll go all the way through next year, and short films. So we have a longer film, but that can be cut up into smaller bits, and we can post that on social media too. So you should really hear through every which way about our 150th year next year. I'm really excited about the book, Footsteps Worth Following. It went to print this week, and we're expecting it to be ready by the 13th of December. And there will be pre-order forms sent out with the December magazine. So make sure you fill those in and get them sent back. So then we're going to be touring the United Kingdom with the exhibition and the film. And we'll be coming to Northern Ireland, first to Newtownards on the 6th to the 8th of May, then to Belfast from the 9th to the 16th, and then round to 4 or 5 locations due to be confirmed on Monday. You will be notified of those, and you'll be able to find all this information on the website, and then we'll be taking the tour down to Southern Ireland as well. But the overall purpose of this is not to push ourselves. It's not to celebrate Echoes International. It's to recognize God's faithfulness and to inspire the next generation into mission and taking up this cause. I remember first being prompted to think about working overseas in my life when I was age 12. I remember talking to a school friend about that aged 15. And at 17, I wrote to an organization wanting their advice about what to study at university that could be useful in an overseas context. And they wrote back with some very sensible advice of just follow your heart, just follow your interest, and you'll find that God will be able to use that. I went to university and studied agricultural zoology. And there was one other Christian on the course. Her name was Janet. The first thing we did together was to mash up a vial of sheep's popples in order to get the liver fluke out and to look at them under the microscope. Janet became my wife, and we now have 30 sheep and 4 goats in various fields around where we live in Gorsley, which is in between Gloucester and Hereford. But we initially worked with Birmingham City Mission in the middle of the inner city. We kept goats up the back garden, and chickens, and rabbits. These people had come from a rural context into the middle of the inner city of Birmingham. How depressing, until they came into our back garden and found goats and things that they understood. I had neighbours who moved into a terraced house that had sort of a back garden where nothing had been grown for about 100 years. And so they said, "Oh, would you bring a wheelbarrow of manure?" So I remember having a wheelbarrow of manure, taking it from my house over the zebra crossing with all the school kids coming in the other direction, offloading this manure into their desert of a terraced back garden. But that resulted in an invitation to come and have a cup of spicy chai. And as a city mission worker, the next time I was doing my door-to-door work, when I came to knock on that house, I was invited in. Why? Because I'd taken wheelbarrowfuls of manure round to their house. We ended up doing 10 years in Pakistan in agricultural development, in the mountains of the north, in 100% Muslim areas, but using that as a skill, as a way in, as a platform for ministry. Our overall purpose in sharing what God has done in 150 years is to inspire the next generation. The book is called Footsteps Worth Following. And we are facing a task unfinished that we are being called to be involved in, whatever our role is going to be. Thank you.
We hope you're encouraged and inspired and ready to answer the call. Thank you for listening.